Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'll make a small video on the CDW assignment, I think. Okay, so I'll just give some clarity. I'll just upfront tell you that even I am not sure about what is to be submitted. I have made the assignment. Like I'll finish the assignment by today, and I'll submit it to the RA, and I'll ask her if this is correct or not. So what I'm showing you right now is my interpretation of what is to be done. So I'm not sharing this publicly right now. So I'll just share this within the group, and after that, if you like, once I get a confirmation from ma'am that this is correct, then I'll share it with the entire batch. Okay. Let me just share my screen and show you guys what I've done and what is to be done by everyone. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is go to your mail and check for amritachakraborty.fpm20. So there's no classroom for CDW. There's only one mail where she has given a link to the Google Drive where all the assignment papers are given. So here what you have to do is basically ma'am has given us 6 papers authored by her. So you have to basically check the paper. So let me open this paper. So this paper is based on repositioning the customer support services, the next frontier of competitive advantage. So you can just go through the purpose and the introduction of the paper and analyze that what the paper is on. Now, basically what you have to do is you have to change one of the variables and write the introduction and the outline, introduction and the literature review for this paper. So you can see over here. So for this paper, this paper aims to analyze the present state of the customer support service and advocate the repositioning of support service from administrative cost center to a strategic profit center. So this is what the paper is about. Now we have to change the variable in this paper. So I'll show you what I have taken, and that will give you an idea of like what to be done. So my paper was based on so let's say this is the paperlet journal on fashion marketing, integrated model of luxury fashion consumption. So you could, instead of luxury fashion, you could change that luxury fashion into let's say like fast fashion or fashion jewelry or something like that. Like just the main paper should be similar to what ma'am has done. Just change one of the variables a little bit. Okay. So I'll show you what. So this is the paper that I chose, that my group chose. So it was like choosing and using mobile apps, conceptual framework for generation by. So in this paper, what I've done is that this paper was on how mobile apps are chosen, and ma'am has given a framework of based on the stimulus and everything, that how we choose mobile apps. So instead of mobile apps, I've chosen dating apps, and my entire like introduction and literature review will be based on that. So I've just basically what I've done, I'll show you my assignment. Okay, don't mind the number of tabs. I was just doing the other assignments. So you can see that instead of the mobile apps, I've taken specifically dating apps. You could take let's say online, let's say shopping apps like e-commerce apps. What is the how people choose e-commerce apps? You can also choose maybe gaming apps, how which gaming app people download or something like that. So you just have to change the variable a little bit and come up with the introduction and literature review for the same. Okay. So what I've done is basically I've written the introduction. So in the introduction, what you have to do, let's go one by one. So basically the format should be Times New Roman and the font size should be 12. You should mention the group assignment, term 2, crafting dissertation workshop, faculty, RA, your section and group number. So for the group number, you can ask your PUCOs for the group number. So there is a sheet, we'll share it with the entire batch, and you have the, so mine was here. So this was my group. So I put group 6, section E, group members, and then basically in the introduction you have to write. So in ma'am has also sent a mail. So if you check this mail, assignment details for term 2, you'll get to know that she's asking that introduction rationale for choosing the topic. So why you have chosen that topic? Why is it important for to conduct the research on that topic, and how it will benefit and contribute academically, managerially, and social and the entire society. Okay, so this is the introduction of your paper. So you're introducing a variable. Why you're introducing that variable? That is what you have to introduce here. Literature review is basically you have to go to Google Scholar. You just go to Google Scholar. Uh, Google Scholar. So go to Google Scholar and just search for my, for example, mine was on dating apps. I can write dating apps, and then a lot of research articles will pop up. So you go through these, and basically what your literature review is basically based on one of those articles. You have to find the literature review, like what other authors have done. So let's say you're doing it on dating apps. Okay, so there's an author who has done a comparison of dating apps and dating websites. There's another author which has done an analysis of how attachment styles influences dating apps. So I've read these two articles and I've summarized the article. And ultimately what you have to find out is basically a gap in the entire literature. So people have already done research on that topic. So you have to find a gap in the literature and find, okay, this is the place that this thing has not been explored. So that's why I'm doing my research on this place. So if you see, even if you see ma'am's article, so you go to assignment paper. So introduction is this one. So you have to say that, okay, let's say for example, my assignment, it was based on generation Y, how generation Y chooses mobile apps. So you can explain what generation Y is, what are their behavioral things, how they behave, and for example, my dating app. So how dating apps have evolved over time, how mobile phones have evolved, how what is the internet connectivity like, and everything. So that is some a little bit of faff. So basically, another important thing is plagiarism is very low. Plagiarism 2% only. So make sure don't faff a lot. Use Quillbot and everything. We'll try and make sure that that plagiarism count goes up, but as of now, it's still 2%. Okay, so just read through the introduction that ma'am has sent in ma'am's article, and you'll get to know what introduction is. Okay, ma'am has also written over here that introduction means the rationale for choosing the topic, why is it important, how is it benefit. Okay, next thing you have to do is literature review, existing literature found on the topic, the gap that is identified and needs to be addressed, and use reports, conferences, blogs, articles are prohibited. So you can only use like articles by others, but you can't refer to news articles, blog pages, and everything, right? So that's it. So here even you can see literature review. So for ma'am's article was based on how mobile apps are used by generation Y. So she has referred to an article which deals with the mobile application usage, and she has seen, okay, based on this model they have said whatever. Okay, and then mobile apps and purchase behavior, how that impacts mobile apps and brand communication, generation Y and digital technologies. So you don't have to do it in such a comprehensive manner. The entire assignment has to be, there's no word limit, it has to be 2 to 3 pages. So ideally, excluding a introduction slide. So your introduction slide will be like this. So that's the first page, second page introduction, and then third page, like for the second page, half, I would say like 2/3 of the page would be introduction. Then your literature review starts, and then by the next page it will end. So that's the entire assignment. I'll try and finish this tonight, and I'll send it to the RA tomorrow morning. I was waiting for the other assignments to get over, and now that's done. That then I'll focus on this one, and I'll finish this, and I'll send it to the RA. Hopefully, this is what we are supposed to do. If she says go ahead with this, then I'll make the video public and I'll share it with everyone, so that everyone can start working on it. Again, apologies on behalf of all the COCOs and everyone that we didn't get to know what was to be done. So that's it. That deadline as of now is 2nd. That I don't think that will get that won't be extended further. So try, and I know people will be traveling. Some people won't, but I would suggest that you get started with it. At least try and write the introduction part, and based on this part, and hopefully this is what is to be done. And let's see if it's drastically different, then we'll have to ask ma'am for extension. But right now, I think that's not a feasible thing to ask. Okay, so I hope that gives you some clarity on what is to be done. Yeah, and I hope to see everyone back on campus very soon. get the Mica hoodie, and yeah, come back soon and stay safe, and happy new year. And okay, so let's get back to the assignments. Thanks.